Hello my friends and welcome to another preview of something that's new on the that's gonna be on the 1.3 server. I wonder what that piece of glowstone there signifies. Well, I know, and here I'm going to tell you. Welcome to the center. This fits inside one glowstone protection. So if that's the center and glowstone on our server that you use to protect from grief is 10 blocks radius, 7 up, 7 down. What do you suppose Mr. Whip is sitting inside of today? Oh, how about a brand new maze in the works? Oh yes, my friends. But this is going to be a tad worse than you may be used to, because even once you've beaten the whole rest of the other maze, this entire top floor that I'm in the process of designing is going to be glass. Oh, that's right. I thought about it quite a lot, and for an added difficult challenge, you're not even going to really see where the walls are in this behemoth of a beast of a maze. But it holds true to the principles of glowstone protection, which I absolutely love, because if there's one thing I really notice a lot of, it's people really don't know how to protect their houses effectively. One piece of glowstone is what this entire maze is sitting on. Well, no, it's in the center. The entire thing would be protected by a single piece of glowstone. Think about that. Wherever you put one piece of glowstone, this is being virtually created. You're going to be able to see in from the outside, like I've created. Most of the other levels are fine. The bottom, of course, is sand and sandstone. The second level of stone brick and cobble walls. Various stone brick textures, actually, like cracked and green, and they might actually signify something. Or they might not. Very curious. Let's put it like this. I managed to think about by quartering off exactly how big one piece of glowstone protected, 7 up, 7 down, 10 radius, and it ended up being a 4 by 4, basically, of rooms. If we called them rooms. The top floor pattern looks something like this. I don't want to show that too long in case some people want to cheat. But this maze has no prizes. It will be just for fun, and I want to show it as kind of the thing that I can do as a maze builder. Let's just take a little walk through the beginning, perhaps, shall we? This is where you will start. The exit will be in the center up above, but how you get to the center may or may not require you to go absolutely all over the entire cube. I don't say that as pure joke. I do say that because now that I've created the maze, I actually don't remember where the paths go at all. If you've seen my other build video of how I make my mazes with the redstone pathing and that kind of thing, basically I have a lot of faith in my design ahead of time, so that's how I know that this, at least, should work somewhat. How it works, well, we'll figure that out later. Fast forward a little bit in the future, my friends, and the maze is now completed. Yes, I had to change it a bit after a bit of testing, just because it turned out that one path at the start basically led you right to the end, so I'm just gonna look through the windows a bit. Look at how this glass level turned out. I mean, honestly, I realize you guys are gonna hate me for this, but it turns out that when I was actually going through the whole pattern, it was not as difficult as I anticipated it to be, even though it's this big. In fact, I think the maze that's currently underneath the shop is harder, but maybe the fact that this is glass, and glass mazes have always been a pet peeve of mine, at least when they're large. This is only the last floor, so it's kind of like one final challenge, I guess? It's kind of weird because you can see people walking down the bottom if people are doing this all at once. Anyway, once you get to the top, here's what you're going to have. Just a little thank you note of playing. Like I said, no prizes, it's just for fun, but I couldn't really give out prizes or people would take advantage of it. Oh, you're probably wondering what that is over there. That is a fish tank that I helped to build. Might as well show you that, actually. Just for the heck of it. Like, I don't even know if this is going to stick around. Sometimes on the test build, you just build a bunch of stuff. And squid! Squid are spawning inside of it. How nice. I don't know if there's a squid spawner in there, or that just happens. But anyway, yeah, there's a little castle in there. And a filter you can jump down from the top. And a little thing of reeds, so people can actually swim down into there, get into the castle for fun. You know what? I've showed off my maze enough. Why don't we see exactly a few previews of the sorts of things that are on this server. So let's just go to Warp Shop. Alright guys, I may not be the best to show off the Warp Shop, but because I didn't help build it. The only things I've helped build, obviously, are the ones that I've showed you so far. But, yeah, it's kind of interesting, because it's kind of cut into 4 pieces, I think. Well, at least every quadrant kind of has stuff in it, so I'm hoping the way that they have it made is like, oh, you go in this section for wool. In this section you come for, like, tools and PvP gear. It doesn't seem to be totally complete yet, but the design is all there. And what in the world is this giant thing? Well, if I do Shift Top, you guys have probably seen this before at a different angle. Actually, if you go to hcserver.com right now, it turns out that you have seen this before. The shop design with this giant magma and water ball in it, surprise, is the background of our website right now. You can thank David for that. I think he's basically the website main helper dude. Don't quote me. Could be wrong again. Remember, these are all my opinions and etc., but I don't think I can even give an accurate portrayal of what this thing looks like. And I'm on fire. That's delicious. Okay, but yeah, basically you've got this giant quadruple sectioned off shop with a massive ball of death in the middle, dripping down, and I guess that's the Trusted Help Center, because that was obviously a very popular idea the whole time. But this is my little preview, I guess. Why don't we go warp... Well, actually, there's a lot of spawns, because there's 3 servers to prepare for, right? Or more. 1.3 might bring a bit of changes. We'll only really know when it happens, I suppose, since I don't want to spoil anything too much. But if you keep watching, let's see what else I show you guys. Oh, I wonder what this is. Made by Young Butterfly, one of our mods at HC Craft. Oh, that's easy. There's a sign right here. Mob Arena. What does it look like? Oh, maybe a massive dome made of obsidian and netherrack and fire and gold and... You know what? This is actually pretty standard. I mean, all the other Mob Arena designs have been pretty crazy and out there, but this might be kind of for the best. I mean, a few spawners all our way around with lots of room between each one, so lots of people can play at once. And basically just a big wide open area, so you can definitely kill the mobs at your leisure. And possibly not die, because the main complaint with our mob arenas that we've been building custom have been due to the shape of them. They have basically amounted into death traps, unless you have, like, super powerful armor, so hopefully that solves this problem. Sometimes simpler can be perfect. And we'll let the render distance just kind of kick in here. I'm trying to take you guys to the Prot How tutorial, which is, you know, one of the most important aspects of the server. Here it's actually got helpful things. Apparently they are adding the false book tutorial to the protection tutorial. So if you happen to be a donator and you've ever wondered, hey, how do bridges and doors work? There we go. And gates and things and etc., I guess. What else? Oh, and lifts. Lifts are nice. Of course, on this test server, we don't actually have the false book plugin implemented, so this is all just... Well, it doesn't work yet, but it'll be how it's going to work. And of course, locket protections over here on the side. Privated doors. What's this here? 3 up, 3 down on all sides. Oh! Okay, to avoid confusion, they've made the protection stones float. So, everything inside that glass is what that one piece of moss cobble protects every time you place one to protect your house. And obviously this giant one, just like my maze, is what one piece of glowstone protects. You know, this is pretty massive. Hopefully now that it's up above, people get the full scope of what the whole point of trying to tell people how much this will save you from griefers is. Like that one cube, every one piece of glowstone. Bam! Nice place though. Kind of looks like a cathedral or an arena when you look at the scope of this. Again, I'm not entirely sure who built this. You know, the builders on this server seem to be kind of modest, which kind of makes me feel bad for explaining, hey, look what I built, right? But you know what? These are my videos, and I can do whatever I want. But anyway, that's the welcome tutorials area. I've never really seen this sort of thing on Hardcore server before. What do we got here? Made by Young Butterfly and Wazo 1.2.3. Interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you what this is. This is the parkour course built by those two guys. Can I test it out? Hells no! My gosh, the size and scope of this is maddening. Like, I am not good at parkour courses. Come on! There we go. Missed the first tricky jump. I mean, they've got ladders. They've got, you know, running on glass. They've got ice. They've got ladders on the sides of blocks. They've got shift jumping on ladders in the middle of nothingness. They've got fire. I'm pretty sure once you get to the top, the drop will just straight up kill you. But seriously, I really like this because there's never been a real official hardcore server parkour area, and this seems to be one of the biggest challenges I've ever seen. This is the kind of thing that I would say that building out of diamond blocks is okay for, because that's annoying. But apparently only Brodex and Donuts have successfully completed it, you know, without flying, without God mode, without, I don't know, compass teleports. I guess they'll have to take your word for it. That's the problem with things, but anyway, that's the hardcore server parkour course that they've created. I gotta say, mad props to them, but I will probably never be able to complete this. Basically, you know, everybody has, well, it won't load that right, but there are complete statues of all the important staff. Actually, all the staff. And all staff are important, so come on. If they'd load better, you'd get a better idea of what's going on here, but that would be a statue of Rocky. If it was... There we go. Maybe if I fly around, things will load for me. Here's David Hawk, here's Big Boy, here's Fluff McGruff, all the super admins near each other. Let's see what we got over here. I'm not even sure if I recognize all of them from skins, especially when some of them change their skins. This would be Junior Admin Can of Coke. Okay. That is... Oh, I know him. That's No Life X Joe from HC Craft. That is Baby Red. She changed her skin recently, actually. I remember helping her place that statue there. Is that C-Mac, or am I mixing him up with somebody? No, that is C-Mac. Perfect. Okay, and then, Kit Muncher over there, and the Vandal, and, I think that's 87 Blackthorn. I've never actually seen his skin up close, so to look at it like this is like, what happened to your face, man? And what's the symbol on your chest mean? And JPM over there with this very interesting custom skin that he's got. And then, forget who he is. And there's Grumpy and Little Coop and me and my mask. I actually edited this myself because I made the skin myself, so they didn't realize that on the shoulder pads are Fs. Let's see, what else do we have here? But basically it's a nice leisurely stroll to kind of see who's here. And I mean... Are there a lot of benefits to being on staff? Well, I guess one of them is that people will place your statue here eventually. At least whenever the server, like, decides to wipe the map and start over. Kinda cool, I guess. If you're into looking at massive statues. Oh, what's down here? Oh, looks like in addition to that, on the park, there is, seesaw, swing set, and some picnic tables, should you want to, like, I don't know, chow down in an apple. What do we have here? Welcome to Hardcore's PvP Survival Server. Aw, man, they spelt welcome without the E. I don't want to nitpick, but someone could probably spell check every spawn area, but whatever. This is apparently the spawn for the PvP server. Well... It's got a nice little quadruple biome design, just like, I guess we like to do things in fourths, don't we? You know, mushroom biome, lava biome, Water biome. There's a water biome. I guess ocean. Very nice, very nice. This is basically the spawn safe zone, I would assume. With, I don't know why you'd want to go up and down. But let's just explore what the outside of this looks like. You know, massive trees. There's something I want to show you guys if I can find it. Actually, this PvP spawn is a lot bigger than I anticipate. PvP would be beyond this point, says this sign, so I guess we really like the idea of trench warfare still. But I think I'm approaching this from the wrong angle. And right outside here, as you can tell, I guess they really like mazes. I'm not really going to try to take credit for that, but I suppose I could because these videos are basically my opinion and stuff, right? Who's going to stop me? But anyway, here's what I wanted to show you. In particular, outside here is the PvP area. What is going on here? Well, basically, I think it was David in charge of this, to be honest, but a lot of people have worked on this. It is a giant, well, not really that big, but I think it's giant compared to some things. It's a village that is basically designed to look horribly griefed, you know? So, basically, you could hang out in this no-build zone that we've created, and, you know, pelt people with arrows, fight and parkour on the various ruined houses, you know, take a stroll down the wrecked cobblestone path, have a look at what apparently we've built for you guys as examples of the grief you can come to expect on a PvP server where everything, well, not everything's in the rules, but I made this little house here with the pumpkin in it. You can get to the roof and snipe people, etc. But look at this. I don't know who built this, but this is awesome. Just a giant ruined Colosseum on fire. There's craters everywhere. This is pretty crazy, I think. As you can see, massive towers, water spilling out everywhere, and this is what you've got to get past to enter a build area where you can kind of play on the rest of the server. But, you know, kind of similar to how you kind of have to run through the woods to just get into the other area. I guess they wanted to add, you know, some sort of flavor text, I guess I could call it. You know, before you run into the area where you can build your own faction bases and things, you've got to survive trying to get through this obviously ruined village where, who knows, there could be hundreds of players lying in wait to murder you at every turn. But everyone's got to play through it, so obviously that's kind of cool. Alright, well, not to spoil this far too much, I guess. I mean, you know, you guys, you know, when it hits 1.3, you'll be able to check this all out yourselves. But I really like this village, too. It almost looks like somebody placed like a biome buster bomb, like right here or something, if I've been watching too many Minecraft videos. Okay, let's see what else is next to show you guys on this server. Now, I wonder what this could be. Just a giant cave full of, well, pretty ores and nice glowstone lighting and things. Well, to be honest, guys, this is the Warp Diamonds area, because we're bringing back the vote system where you'll get diamonds if you vote for the server on certain sites. You have to be logged in, and you can only do it certain times, and you get rank upgrades if you vote often enough, I guess, or if you're the top voter. Look, I don't really know how it works. All I know is here's another thing to show off on how they built that. And again, I'm not sure if any of this is totally final, but apparently this is the gate area, where you kind of can walk right through, stand on the center block, and get warped to some area where you can free build. This kind of looks like the inspiration for it was taken from our creative server, I guess, just with a bunch of huts and a giant open area. This is what I can show you anyway about what it might be. Nice design anyway for a jungle area. Everyone likes jungle biomes, right? Right? Maybe? What's this anyway? I haven't even really explored this whole place. Oh good, I thought this was Soul Sand. Soul Sand would be a terrible gate area. I guess this goes to some... would go to some, like, wooden castle-y town, maybe? Nothing's connected yet, mind you. In fact, the areas don't exist yet, but I guess these are like the hub areas that you would go on normally. So, here's another one. I like the design of this. They're just kind of all over the place floating right now. Which is fine. I mean, they don't need to be more up on that. I mean, we've got at least until August, I'm sure. Not that I really know. This goes to a mountain biome. Oh, really? Yeah, kind of a nice design for a mountainy area. Giant palisade, I guess. Alright, that's enough wandering around here. Let's see what else we've got. The heck is this? hcserver.com written in glowstone? Okay, that's fine. Oh good, there's some signs to actually explain where the heck I am. Palace of the Parliament. Go hard. Ooh, I think... Was it Zibby that made this? Wow. I'm in the wrong area. And yet, I think this massive building that's meant to represent someplace that actually exists, like Zibby took up a picture, I think, and then designed this after this picture. I'm not 100% certain, but I believe that this giant, like, Palace of the Parliament, apparently, is what our new spawn is going to be. I think, on the main server, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. This 1.3 tour I'm technically giving right now is all kind of random and stuff. Really. So this could possibly be the main server spawn right now. What can I say? It's a big building. It's really nice looking, and I'm sure it fits the bill for just some random place to begin and end up when you're dead, I guess. Octane power. And what in the world is this? You know what, to be honest, guys? I have no clue who built this or how big it is, but apparently if you have a minimap mod, which I certainly have used before when I wasn't a staff, and so I definitely don't see a problem with now that I am one. If you have the minimap mod and you try to look at how big this place is, it's apparently ridiculous. But alright, let's just put it like this. What is this place? Well, if it'll ever load correctly, cobwebs for smoke, very interesting rail systems. I have no idea how long this took, or who built this, and I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be clay. It's just brown because of my texture pack. I don't even know if there's anything in these buildings. Give me a moment to let this load. This is, to put it bluntly, a nuclear plant. Why does a hardcore server have a nuclear plant? I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm just looking around. Respirators required. Well, no thank you then. I'm not going in there. I thought I'd show this off because I have no idea if this is even going to be in 1.3, but somebody has built, like, a massive nuclear plant. Like massive. If I had to fly up and over these cobweb smoke emissions, I would probably be trapped in there for, like, at least a few hours, trying to make my way through them. It's really nice. I mean, you know, the pathways are all nice and clean, and the structures are all nice and circular, and, you know, the smoke is something to kind of behold. But the size of this, I have no idea how far this goes on for. I don't even really know who built it, but I guess this is another thing you might see in 1.3, but it's on the test server, and it's crazy. A nuclear plant, really? The purpose of this? I don't know. I mean, it's Minecraft. Maybe you don't even need a purpose for everything you build, right? But the more I walk down this, the more I think the scale of this is just wow, you know? Just wow. This is one of those things I can't even begin to understand, but hey. 1.3 test server. We've got a nuclear plant. You know what? I don't really know what this is. There doesn't seem to be another way up any higher. Maybe this is still in the making, unless by walking away further I can... Oh, maybe it goes higher than that. I don't know. I don't know. This is supposed to be the official hardcore server Spleef arena, but I don't see a giant sand pit or snow pit or something. Maybe that's what's going to go here. They just haven't created it yet. From what I was told, they're going to make it so this Spleef Arena, just like something else, actually. I'm not sure what they were talking about. But it's going to regenerate. You don't need to wait for people to fix it. Oh, okay. Doing shift top, I'm apparently in the Spleef Arena now. Why is there a small structure in the middle? I guess if you want to get away from people? I guess you've got your blue challenge square and your red challenge square over there, and you break your way through this, and where does that lead you? Oh, it's all water! Okay. Okay, so I imagine then that there's going to be lift signs that'll lead you to the red and blue areas, and then, you know, people can kind of play in teams or not. And then this will be regenerated. Okay, cool! I've never been here before, so excuse my ignorance, but apparently we're gonna have a Spleef Arena somewhere. And it really wouldn't be a tour if I didn't show you one of the, well, it's almost like a running gag, but one of the really fun things that someone's built here on the test server. I hope this gets into the final build, and in case it doesn't, I'll show you this right now. So all you do is you grab a redstone torch from here. Wait a minute. I don't want to steal. Whatever. Anyway, and here we have the useless machine, as built by Brodex. Seems really interesting, huh? All you do is place the redstone torch on the block. Let's get out of creative mode so you can kind of get the full force of what this does. Yep. The useless machine is completely useless. I don't even know how to explain this, okay, guys? But we have a useless machine. All it does is destroy the redstone torch again. I'm told that if you should be extremely bored, this machine promises you hours and hours of nothing but uselessness. And I mean, hey, I guess it'll work for some people. Oh, wait. Oh, shack. I just broke the useless machine. Ah, you guys didn't see this. Oh, man, how do I fix this now? Oh, no. Please say just getting this off the wall fixes it. Maybe. Creative mode. Fix useless machine. You all saw absolutely nothing. Okay, good. It's completely perfect still. Wonderful. Alright, guys. Let's see what next there is before I break something else. A wipeout arena. Don't fly. Don't use God mode. It's extremely laggy here for some reason for me. But I think basically this is... Oh, no. Yep, due to lag, I missed the first jump. What is Wipeout? I think it was a TV show about something, about challenges. Regardless, apparently we've got a Wipeout arena with kind of interesting jumps, lava, climbing the walls. I don't know if this is even going to be a race or something, but it's like another parkour arena, I suppose. Interesting, though. Oh, there's a prize. Oh! And somehow they've made it so if you want, whatever the prize is, you can only get one at a time. Oh, and it's going to be a gold and a diamond block? I don't know. Hopefully people won't be jerks and set homes there like last time. But what's over here? Oh, made by Gemma. Oh, that's awesome. So everybody on staff really has a hand in building things, I guess. Very nice and pretty, and you can kind of sit here and watch other people do the challenge, whatever the challenge might be. A little bit of a preview, I suppose. Oh my gosh, you've got to jump on floating enchanting tables at one point over fire and lava. Okay, that sounds very deadly, especially since you're not allowed to use God mode, and apparently right there you've got to run through the fire and the lava to get somewhere. Interesting, kind of scary. But that's this area. Let's see what's next. I haven't been here before. This is apparently a warp gate building, which I guess is a massive gate building full of gates that they're still building? I don't know. Looks like, I'm sure those lead to the Nether right now, but eventually they'll be hooked up to different build areas that people can go to. I think? I don't know. Don't quote me on anything that I'm saying in this video, actually. I just wanted to give you a bit of an idea of the scope of things that people have built here. So basically, massive area where you can go through gates and continue. Oh yeah, and of course, nice fountain designs on the outside. Lovely stone brickmanship by whoever built it. And it continues. I really like the middle design, though. Kind of sandstone and trees and nether brick. Huh. This seems a little bit familiar, though. I wonder if this is going to be for something a bit bigger than just gate areas, as I assume. Wouldn't that be something? If it was for a bigger purpose than just, you know, going to build areas like we used to do. Because it seems a little bit bigger than that. Although, maybe that's just because people have bothered to make really nice designs. And apparently, ever since somebody built a passive mob arena, I guess the other staff thought it was a good idea to keep that trend up. Because here we have, an area where people can slaughter cows and pigs whenever they want to. Or squid. I mean, ink sacs are usually kind of hard to come by when you're playing legit. And there's even a chicken spawner on the top of that tree that I placed myself, because they forgot about chicken. Is this such a good idea? I don't know. I mean, you keep... Mushrooms. Mushrooms are so weird. There's no wolves, probably because of the amount of people who complain about people killing their wolves, or the fact that if you punch a wolf, they'll all start murdering everyone. Personally, I want to see more pig zombies, but I guess that's kind of frowned upon, you know, murdering people where they shouldn't be murdered. Oh, what is this? This is different. Okay, apparently we've got more than one PvP spawn area, I think. That looks like a giant yin-yang symbol again. I guess... Oh, no, no, no. What in the world is this? Another 4-quadrant area. I think this might be Killer Quill's design. Very strange. It's a massive area. To me, this is a bit imposing. I mean, how are the players going to know where to go if the spawn areas are so big that you could get lost in them before you even try playing the game? But then again, I mean, it also shows you that, you know, the staff have quite a bit of dedication in building things if, you know, just the meeting areas are large enough to make you stand back in awe. I don't even know what this is, really. It said Warp PvP. This can't be a PvP arena. Maybe it was designed to be a PvP arena at one time, but... I mean, look at this. The size. This could be a spawn area for something. But I know we already have a PvP spawn. So what could this area be? Could this actually still be, like, PvP oriented, I wonder? Could it, I mean, it's quite large, almost like video game, overworld, like, large. If you know what I mean. Wow. Where do you go here? That's a big lava pool if I ever saw one. I think it's actually causing me some lag from all the flowing lava. Let's see here. Down there seems to be a few houses. I don't know if those are gonna stay or not. They seem kind of out of the way. Is that a symbol of something? Or just a bunch of, mycelium and nether wart? I don't know. I don't know. Are these holy glass stairs intentional? Are these massive jungle trees serving some sinister purpose? I mean, it's certainly a really interesting way to put everything together, like, whatever it might be. I'm kind of a bit flabbergasted myself, guys, on trying to explain something that I've never seen before. Let's go back to Warp, new PvP, because This was the arena that I was helping to build originally. Has it changed that much since I showed you? A little bit, I guess. The outside seems a lot different. I think Killer Quill might have finished the massive glass dome roof. There's a bit more changes over here. There's a bit of a playground theme that I ended up adding to it. Here, check this out. Hardcore's hopscotch, where you jump from panel to panel. How about really hardcore hopscotch, where there's a lava trap in the middle of this open area? Fairly funny, I guess. Oh, I'm already dead. Lava kills really fast in this game. Didn't need me to tell you that, though. We've got a clubhouse in the middle of the river. We've got some bleachers over here, where I guess you could stand and fight or watch fighting. Watching fighting and fighting at the same time is usually quite difficult to manage, so I would not recommend that. What can I say? We got a sandbox. We got, you know, swing set and a seesaw. It's kind of like a couple of themes coming together just for fun. I mean, for goodness sakes, I threw this in here and no one's complained yet. It's supposed to be a replica Dance Dance Revolution game, where, you know, you can flash the buttons and things like that. I think somebody changed it around a bit, but whatever. Alright, you can change whatever you want, really, I don't mind. And then there's those half-sphere biomes, which you might only be able to get to with ender pearls. I don't know. But anyway, this has been my preview video of the kinds of things that are here on the 1.3 build server. When will it come out? Well, sometime after 1.3. Remember, we've got to wait for the plugins to update, guys, because opening a server without any sort of grief protection is suicide and kind of a waste of time for the players. So don't update your Minecrafts until, you know, we let you know that the server itself has gone 1.3, or due to incompatibility, of course, of different versions, you won't be able to get on the server at all until we've updated. Anyway, I think I've showed you all this before, like my strange house that you can run around and swim up the drain pipe and get to the roof, and underground tunnels and fancy grief-broken things. And you never know where you might be able to end up. I don't think the floor is still going to be bedrock when we port in the world, but who knows? With all these tunnels, maybe you'll be able to get a bit of a head on the competition if you can figure out which tunnel goes to where. Especially when you're being chased by perhaps some people with knockback swords trying to hit you into cactuses on the upper floor. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this tour. This is, you know, Tour Guide Fwip saying, see you whenever this thing gets open to the public. And I don't know if some of this stuff is even still going to be here, but happy to show you guys, and see you in my next video. Bye!